What is going on, everybody? It's Steven here and welcome back to a quick gun review and Easter special. Now today I want to show you my personal top 5 guns which I use the most. So here you can see them, we'll just have a look at all of them. And I absolutely love collecting guns and shooting. And if you want to see some more shooting videos, then just leave me a comment down below in the description and then you will see some guns here in action. But now let's get started and let's have a look at all of them. Alrighty guys, now first of all let's have a look at the different calibers I'm shooting, because today you will see different guns and they will shoot different calibers. Now the biggest one I'm shooting right now, which you can see right over here, is 8mm Mauser. Now I'm using this in my German guns like the K98 or VZ24. Then the next caliber, or actually here the ammo, is 7.62 by 54R. It's a Russian caliber and it's mainly used in my MosinNagants, and I absolutely like this ammo because it's big. It makes huge holes and it's very affordable, at least the ones with steel cartridge case. And when I don't shoot competition, I don't care about the ammo quality, so I usually pick the cheapest one. The next caliber is very popular, it's 308 Winchester. I'm using this in my La Coruna FR8, which is one of my favorite guns, sniper rifles and yeah, a lot of other guns. Now 308 is also quite affordable, it's a caliber you get almost everywhere and it's also quite big, as you can see. Now the smaller one right over here is 223 Remington. I'm shooting this in my AR-15, which is actually a OA-15, but yeah, we'll talk about this a bit later. And this is quite nice. Now you can see the bullet is actually very small, but it flies very fast. Then we have 9mm, which I shoot just in handgun, so I don't have any rifle with 9mm. And also you usually don't get 9mm here with steel cartridge casing in my country. That's why I use them, and yeah, you just pay about €10 for 50 shots. Then here you can see 22 long rifle. Now this ammo is very small, but makes it a lot of fun because you can shoot a lot and it's very cheap, and I just use it for blinking. Then now let's have a look at the first gun. And here we have my semi-automatic OA-15 M4. Now in my country you're not allowed to have full automatic weapons, and you're only allowed to have some specific weapons which are licensed in the country. And this is why I have a OA-15 and not a AR-15. The OA-15 is a replica from the AR-15, it's the Black Label edition and it's very similar to the AR-15, but there are some differences. And all in all, I absolutely love this gun. It was about 2 grand, so it's quite expensive in my country, and in the USA you get them so fucking cheap, that's just crazy. But also one of the good things is that those guns here don't have such as cheap quality like some of the American guns, because yeah, the materials used here are in my opinion better. But let's just have a quick look at the weapon. So this little baby here is a M4 with extendable stock. So you can see it's very handy, and this is why I prefer the M4 instead of the M5 or M16. Now I just have a very simple sling, a little scope which is adjustable from magnification 1 to 4. Then we can just here remove the mag. Here you can see it, I'm using transparent mags, and the problem with those transparent mags is that they are not that stable, and that's why you shouldn't use them if you do IPSC shooting. But I absolutely love those transparent mags, they are so stylish, and I don't really like those steel mags or whatever. Also the black plastic mags are not really nice. Then here a close-up of the gun. Now you can see the upper and the lower, it's very similar to the AR-15, but here OA-15 Austria, so this is actually just from my country, it's semi-auto only. Here you can see the bolt, I have a chrome bolt, which I think looks better than the normal bolt, but it's actually just to prevent corrosion, and also a bit for the style, because corrosion doesn't really matter here in my country. Alright guys, now the dust cover, which you can see right over here, should automatically open when you load the rifle, so when you slide back the bolt. And also here it ejects the cartridge casing, so the empty one, and reloads another cartridge, but you have to pull the trigger every time. Then yeah, it really looks like the real AR-15, it's very similar, so licensed copy. Then the scope I'm using is a Chinese scope, and yes, it now sounds really cheap. But this scope is actually one of the best scopes I've ever had. Now it retails for something like $200, but it's shockproof and you really have to watch out. There are airsoft scopes, they sell it as rifle scopes, but yeah, they're just some cheap crap. So be sure to buy some scope from Tech Vector if you really want to buy some high quality scope. Then here we have a bipod, it's foldable and unfortunately it's too big, so I ordered the wrong one, but I have to say I feel quite comfortable with it. So yeah, the rest is just like a normal AR-15, so a M4. I absolutely love this one. I would probably also use it for self-defense because yeah, you can load up to 40, 60 rounds or whatever, and it's very handy indoors, pretty nice. And also those bullets fly pretty fast and they will probably splinter in your enemy's body and then just knock him out. Alright guys, then let's have a look at my next gun. Now here's my Glock 17 Generation 3 pistol in 9mm, and I absolutely love that thing. So it's made in Austria and something you can really trust. Now you can see colors coming off from the part, so from the muzzle and also from some other parts, but I actually don't care about the color. This thing has to work also in extreme situations, and this thing works always. You don't even need to clean a Glock, it's always working. I absolutely love that little thing here. It was actually in military use before. It comes with tritium sights, so you can also see the sights when it's very dark or at night. And yeah, let's just have a look at the gun. Now here it is guys, the Glock 17, made in Austria. And you know why I love Glock? Because it doesn't come with useless safeties. Now the only safety when you have a gun is your finger, so never touch the fucking trigger. And here you can see the magazine, so Glock 17 means also 17 bullets in the magazine. Okay guys, so no safety is actually a lie because it comes with internal safeties. Also the trigger has a safety, as we will see a bit later, but let's just have a look at all the crap. Now here the barrel and the black finishing is coming off. That shouldn't be, but yeah, there was some fault with the black finishing and now it's coming off. But I will change my gun very soon. Then here you can see the sights, and what I absolutely love is that they illuminate in the dark. Now they are filled with tritium, and this is a isotope of hydrogen, so a chemical element, and that means you don't need any light in order that it illuminates. Also when it's completely dark it illuminates. Here you can see the trigger safety. First of all you have to pull that little thing here and then you can pull the trigger, otherwise you cannot pull the trigger. But the biggest safety is your fucking finger. Now here you can see the slide, and yeah, looks really good. The only thing which most people don't like is that the lower part of the gun and the handgun and everything is made out of plastic, so some people say this is a hand grenade. But I can say it's very stable, and trust me guys, a Glock won't explode in your fucking hand. Now yeah, this is how it looks like, 9mm, maybe I will upgrade to a bigger caliber, but all in all I can say if you want to get a handgun, have a look at Glock. But if your barrel looks like this after a few months, then go back to your weapon dealer and cut his fucking balls off, because this is a freaking joke. But yeah, as I've said, I don't care about the color. As soon as it's working and I have a lot of fun with it, I'm happy. Now the next gun I want to show you is a La Coruna FR8. And this weapon is actually based on a K98, so it uses the same system. It's just rebarreled to 308 Winchester, and the police in Spain has used this little rifle for a long time because it's very handy, small, comes with a big caliber and just fucking rocks. Now let's have a look at it. And here it fucking is, ladies and gentlemen, the La Coruna FR8. And you can see it's almost as small as my M4, so it's very handy, you can easily aim at your targets. And also it's lightweight, so you can carry it around with no problem. Then here you can see the bolt, and the bolt looks just like the bolt from a K98, so it's the same Mauser system. And also the sights are something I absolutely love. Now it's a diopter sight, and you can also rotate this one here to a normal sight. And yeah, it just looks really great. Now there are different diopters for different ranges. Here you can see the magazine, so actually you can put in here 5 rounds plus 1, and you have to slide the bolt back and forward to reload after each shot. Now it's a bolt action rifle, that means you cannot shoot that fast like with my AR-15, but yeah, it's a bigger caliber, and the trigger is also pretty okay, feels really nice. Now here you can see the wood. The wood is very used, but I like used guns. They tell a story. And here you can see the compensator. And you can also remove that compensator here. But it really helps with the recoil, and it also just looks great and gives this little gun here the fighter style. Here at the back side you can see there's already some rust, so you really have to care about your guns, always oil them, and they're quite old, so this one here about 50 or 60 years. But all in all, this gun shoots perfectly and looks really nice. Now the next gun we're going to check out is this K98, or actually it's a Czech rifle. It's a VZ24, but the same system like the K98, but some differences. And it shoots 8mm Mauser, so 8x57 IS, and this caliber is a real knockout caliber. Now this was used mainly by the Germans in World War II, so K98, MG42, one of the best machine guns ever made. and it has a lot of recoil, but it's a real killer caliber. Then now I would say let's get started and let's have a look at the gun. Alrighty guys, and here it is, the WZ-24, one of my favorite rifles. It's very old, 1904 something, so over 100 years. And yeah, same system like the K98, so the Mauser 98 system. And yeah, it has a lot of recoil, it's a real killer. I would probably use it when someone breaks into my home. I will just grab it, it's next to my bed, always loaded, then I will just go and blast his fucking head off. But let's have a look at the bolt, and here you can see it. The bolt looks really nice, but you always have to oil it, otherwise it will rust immediately. Then it comes with a safety. Even those old guns come with a safety. And the safety is very easy to use, so just flip it over and boom, the trigger doesn't work anymore. So the whole engineering, in my opinion, on the German guns was much better than on the Russian guns. But the Russians just had more guns, which is better. Then yeah, here you can see the magazine, and it holds 5 shots. So like the most bolt action rifles. And yeah, here the sights, already some rust on there. I really have to clean it once again. And yeah, such rifles are quite expensive in my country, so 400 euro, 500, really depends on the condition. And I'm currently looking for a German sniper, and they get up to 1.5 grand or 2 grand, depends on the condition. Now that's my WZ-24, I think a Czech rifle, but yeah, very similar to the K98. All in all, for self-defense, even though it's a bolt-action rifle, I'm pretty sure that this is a real killer. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, then let's have a look at the last rifle. Now the last rifle is really a rifle which I absolutely love. It's a Finnish MosinNagant, and the Finnish Nagants are much better, or actually mostly better than the Russian Nagants, because they were not focused on mass production. Now the Finns mainly focused on accuracy and good quality, and you definitely see it. The quality on this rifle, if you compare it to a normal MosinNagant, then the rifle quality is much better, it also shoots much better. Just the sight here, I don't really like the sight, but you have to get used to it. And once you know how you have to aim, then this rifle here is a real killer. The recoil, because it's so long, is almost nothing, and you can shoot very long and very accurate. Now here it is guys, the Finnish MosinNagant. And I absolutely love it, because it's very long, it's also very heavy, so it's probably the heaviest weapon I have. But as a sniper, you don't have to run around all the time and carry lots of weight, so you can just carry this rifle. Now, I don't have a scope right now. I really prefer right now to shoot with iron sights, because, I don't know, it's just more fun. Then here you can see the wood, just have a look at the wood, and I'm so in love with the wood. I'm not sure which tree it is, maybe if you know it, or which type of wood it is, then just leave me a comment down below. But I have to say, this looks just fucking awesome. Then here you can see the magazine, and you can open it up here at the bottom. So for instance, if a cartridge is stuck, you can remove it. Then here you can see the bolt, and you can see a very simple system, not that good like the German system. But the good thing is that also works when it's very cold, and that was a huge problem in World War II with the German rifles. Now the shaft plate here at the bottom is metal too, and you could also use it to smash it into the face of somebody. Then yeah, the wood looks absolutely cool, but I also like the metal here of the barrel. Then here you can see the sights, and I don't really like the sights. So you can see there are some stairs, and this is how you adjust it. And it really took me a whole day to find out how to correctly adjust the distance, because this shit wasn't labeled. Then yeah, here at the top you can see the black finishing is coming off, because it's a bit too long for my weapon crate, and it's probably the longest weapon I've ever had. But all in all, MosinNagants are very reliable. They work always, also when they are dirty. It's just like the AK-47 from the World War II. All in all, great rifle, but if you want to get one, have a look at the Finnish Nagants. And the nice thing is, if the ammo is out, you can still smash it into your enemy's face, or just use it as a spare, because they are fucking cheap. Alright guys, we're now at the end of this video, and the guns you can see here are my top 5 guns from my collection. Now if you want to see more, if you want to see me for instance shooting shotgun or shooting some iPhone clones or whatever, just leave me a comment down below, and then I will upload some more videos, for instance one per month or something. But yeah, that are my top 5 guns. Unfortunately, I just have 2 semi-automatic weapons, because if you have a gun license here in Austria and you start, then you're just allowed to have 2 semi-automatic weapons. I mean, it's a bullshit law, and Austria has some very stupid laws, but yeah, that's just how it is here. Now, I will try in next time to upgrade my license to 4 guns, so 4 semi-automatic guns. You can have as many bolt action rifles as you want to, so the laws in my country are really weird. But you can't change the law, so you have to deal with it. But all in all, please don't leave stupid comments down below. Now, in other gun videos I did read, yeah, you're a weird gun freak, you're going to shoot up some kids in the school. No, what the fuck, I treat guns with responsibility. The gun license wasn't cheap, and yeah, shooting for fun at cans or targets, I mean, that's okay, but I absolutely don't tolerate war, shooting other people's. Now seriously, what's now going on in the world is just crazy, and I think other people should just remember the past. And I'm just 24 years old, but you should remember your grandfather, great-grandfather. They had to do incredible things in the war, and yeah, this shouldn't happen again. Now the message I want to tell you is that guns don't kill people. People kill people with guns. Okay, that's a stupid thing, but anyways, treat guns with responsibility. Never aim at other people or animals, and always finger away from the trigger. Then nothing should happen. And if you're not a full retard, then actually nothing should happen with guns, so pretty easy to use. And you can have a lot of fun with them, but always safety first. Okay guys, now if you liked this video, then just leave a like. If you want to ask something, just leave a comment down below. If you want to say that I'm a retard, leave me a comment down below or whatever. And if you want to see some more videos, also leave me a comment down below. Alright guys, so thank you so much for watching. I really hope I see you again in my next videos. Have a nice day, and bye bye.